Hello there, YouTube. I hope all y'all are having a blessed day. I am here with the beautiful lilacs that Jesus provided for me this year. And I am going to be painting lilacs, or I'm going to attempt. This is a photograph I took, and what I did was I went into Photoshop and I applied a watercolor filter to this, and I blew up a very small section of my lilac. I printed it out in color so I would have a color map, and then I also printed it out in grayscale. And I've taken one of my Lira, this is a Lira 10B graphite stick, and I've taken that and went all over the back of it. And now I'm placing it on my paper, and I am just going to trace around what I can see here. And I will actually tape it down so it doesn't move like it just did. And now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to trace around all of my shapes. And I'm going to quickly lift this to see if it is transferring. And it is. Slap it back down there, and I will come back when I'm done. I have gone over all of the parts that we can see, and hopefully you can see that. You can see some pencil marks, and I'm going to lightly go over the pencil marks just so I know where everything is. And I'm going to use a colored pencil that will blend in, and that way hopefully the pencil marks will disappear. And I'm trying to be very light with the pencil mark. So I'm not going to really see a lot of it. And the background is going to be painted in dark greens, dark purples, dark blues. And you're not going to see much of it. So I'm not all that worried about the details in the background. I am going to begin by wetting the background areas and dropping in some darker colors. So if we look here in this area, there's dark purple, there's some brown, there's dark green, and dark bluish purple. So there's a lot of deep dark in here, and that's what I'm going to color first. Now I know you're supposed to work light to dark in watercolor, but I have masking fluid, but I don't know if I want to use it because 90% of the page would be covered by masking fluid. And it's a whole lot of masking fluid, and I only have 3 pens. I'm going to just drop some colors in. I'll be careful to go around the borders, and hopefully we won't have any issues. And this is just various shades of brown, and green, and purple. So I'm gonna just put water over that area. And now that it's wet, I'm gonna mix up some paint and start dropping it in. It's kind of dry here today, so I'm hoping that the paper will stay wet long enough for me to get this done. All right, so I'm gonna start with some dark purples and indigo, Milky Way violet. That's a nice gray tone. And some shadow blue. And I'm going to do a little bit of mine brown. And I'm going to do some jade green. And I'm going to do some Van Dyke green. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to kind of drop color in. And let it do its thing. And these 2 little pieces kind of just fade into the background, but I'll drop some color in there. And I will have the photo of the lilac up on the screen for you. It is my photograph, so it's perfectly okay. And I'm just going to drop some color in here and let it mix and mingle. I'm using my Magello Tourmaline granulating watercolor, so there will be granulation and there will be color separation, and that makes my heart very happy. And I'm just going to keep dropping in some darks here and there because I want this to be very blurry and a bit mysterious, and I want it to be dark. So this is the section that I'm working in. And now I have another large section up here that is a bit lighter. That's this section up here, but I think I'm going to make it dark. And there are some other dark sections in here. Like I see a dark section here, and I see a little bitty bug. Oh, these colors are just stunning. I really hope you can see what they're doing. That's what I was looking for. Nice and dark and mysterious. So you've seen me paint this section. So I'm going to go to the other background sections and I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'll come back. This is where we are so far. I do have a couple of sections here that are still damp, but I think that I can begin working on some of the petals as long as they're internal and not around the perimeter. And for the most part, this one is blue. These are different shades of blue. And this is all dry. I've got a puddle that's really diluted. That can go down here. And this is slightly darker, kind of in shade. I'm doing this petal here, and there is a bit of shade here. I am barely touching the paint in the palette here. And I can do this one back here. It's a little bit more purple. That's the very top of the petal. So as you can see, it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. We're gonna work on the pieces until they're all connected. This has some pretty light blue here. And I'm just gonna scrub the little line here and then let them meld together. I'm picking up some of it because there's a highlight there. And then we have some slightly darker blue in the middle of the petal. So you can see the shadow that I have in there. And I'm just going to drop a little bit more in. And I see a touch of pink here. Drop that in, and a touch of pink up here. And I see a bright highlight here. I'll leave that there. So that's kind of how you're going to do it. We're going to continue to find different little spots that we can fill in and work on. And we're going to continue to mix our paints. Now this side of the petal, which is over here, has some darker. And it's a grayer, so I think I'm going to add some of this shadow blue here. So when you look at the whole piece, it can be really frightening because it's big. There's a lot going on there. But if you break it down into the individual little sections, it's not scary. It's not that scary. That is what I am painting, and there it is. And I can see that some areas need to be a little bit darker and have some additional colors dropped in, and I will do that when I come back. Right now I just want everything to dry completely, and then I will come back and do my last bit of deep dark areas in here. And I am going to, just like I did with the tulip, I am going to outline the petals with a very, very, very thin black marker, just to kind of make it pop. And I'm going to wet this area again. All right, and now I'm going to start dropping in some of this deep dark color. I am going to just try and clean up some of the edges on this piece, and I'm going to let it dry thoroughly, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to start to outline them. I am going to use some of my watercolor pencils just to try and clean up the edges. I'm still a little shaky where the pieces, where the different sections join, so I'd like to try and clean that up a little bit. Just trying to clean it up. I want it to look nice. So I'm going to spend a few minutes going around the edges, and I will come back. I am quite happy with the way this has turned out. It is my first attempt at lilacs. I did the lavender, and you know, they look more like asparagus than they do lavender. I did the tulip, and I really am happy with the way the tulip came out. Even though I misread the prompt, I thought the prompt was paint this tulip, so I painted exactly what was presented. And yeah, I have a few whoopsies. Yeah, I made a mess. That's okay. Well, it must look pretty good because I got bugs that are crawling on it. I got little like gnats or something coming in here. I know that the black outlines are not, they shouldn't be there, but I think it makes it look much more crisp. And it helps to define the confusing parts. Like over here, I mean, it's really difficult to see what exactly is going on there. Even when you have the photograph. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go down there and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. And if you would like to support my work, then I do have a postcard club on YouTube. You can click the join button down below and you can do that. And if you join the postcard club, I will send you a piece of art once a month. If you can't quite swing that, then I do have a $1, basically just a bottom line membership where you're just saying thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you'll give something like this a try. I had lots of fun, and I will see you right back here at 70 Acre Studio next time with our next video real soon. I love you all. God bless.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy. You are